Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you're in a battle you can't see? A war that no one else seems to understand, but inside your mind, it's a battlefield. You try to stay positive, you try to move forward, but something keeps pulling you back. You feel weighed down by thoughts that aren't yours. And just when you think you're about to break through, boom! Another wave of fear, another wave of doubt, another whisper telling you, you can't do this. That, my friend, is a spiritual attack on your mind. And if you don't recognize it, if you don't know how to fight it, it will consume you. Because here's the truth. The most dangerous battle you will ever fight is the battle inside your mind. Why? Because if the enemy can control your thoughts, he can control your future. If he can get inside your head, he can rob you of your peace, your joy, your destiny. And let me be clear. This isn't just a bad day or a random negative thought. No, this is an all-out assault to destroy everything you were created to be. And the scary part, most people don't even realize they're under attack until it's too late. I know what it feels like. I've been there. There was a time when my mind was under siege. I would wake up exhausted even though I slept all night. My thoughts would race with every what if you can imagine. What if I fail? What if I never get through this? What if I'm not enough? And let me tell you, when your mind is under attack, it doesn't just affect your thoughts, it affects everything, your relationships, your energy, your purpose. You can sit in a room full of people who love you and still feel completely alone. You can have every reason to be joyful, but still feel empty inside. But I need you to hear this today. You are not powerless. You are not at the mercy of these thoughts. You don't have to accept the lies being thrown at you. You are not created to live in defeat. There is a way out, and it starts with recognizing the attack for what it is. So, how do you know if your mind is under spiritual attack? Let me give you 3 clear signs. 1, persistent negative thoughts. When your mind becomes a constant loop of negativity, you're not good enough, you'll never make it, things will never change. That's not just a bad mood, that's an invasion. 2. Fear and anxiety. Fear that cripples you, anxiety that keeps you up at night, worry that won't let you enjoy your life. When fear takes over, it's a sign you're being targeted. 3, mental exhaustion. You sleep, but you're never rested. You try to focus, but your mind is scattered. You feel overwhelmed by thoughts that never stop coming. That's not normal. That's an attack. And the first step to breaking free is recognizing these signs and calling them out for what they are, a spiritual battle for your mind. You cannot afford to be passive. You cannot afford to sit back and hope these thoughts disappear. Because if you don't confront them, they will control you. So ask yourself right now, what thoughts have been running your life? What lies have you been believing? What fear has been holding you back? It's time to fight back. It's time to take your mind back. And I promise you this, when you learn how to protect your mind, everything changes. The battlefield of the mind. Your mind is the primary battleground where spiritual attacks occur. Every day, whether you realize it or not, a war is being waged over your thoughts. This battle isn't fought with physical weapons. It's fought through ideas, emotions, and beliefs that try to shape how you see yourself and your purpose. Thoughts of fear, doubt, and confusion don't just appear out of nowhere. They are strategic, targeted to weaken your sense of identity, steal your peace, and distract you from fulfilling your calling. Think about it. How many times have you felt paralyzed by thoughts like, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, or what if I fail? These thoughts aren't just harmless mental chatter. They are tools used to keep you stuck, to make you question your worth, and to blind you from the truth of who you are meant to be. The mind is where every great victory or defeat begins. If the enemy can capture your mind, he can control your decisions, your outlook on life, and eventually your destiny. Spiritual attacks often disguise themselves as everyday worries. Stress over finances, anxiety about the future, or feelings of inadequacy in your relationships. But beneath these surface-level concerns lies a deeper battle for control over your inner world. If your thoughts can be filled with negativity, hopelessness, and confusion, your actions will follow. You'll find yourself hesitating to take risks, avoiding new opportunities, and settling for less than you were created for. But here's the truth. You have the power to fight back. You don't have to be a prisoner of negative thoughts. The first step to victory is recognizing that the battle exists. When you become aware of the patterns of fear and doubt invading your mind, you begin to take away their power. You start to see these thoughts for what they are, lies meant to derail you. And once you recognize the battle, you can equip yourself to fight. Choose what to dwell on. Reject the lies that make you happy. You can guard your mind by being mindful of what you allow in, what you listen to, what you watch. Every time you choose to focus on what is true, uplifting, empowering, you take back territory in your mind. You reclaim your peace and strengthen your resolve. The battle for your mind is real, but so is your ability to win it. The thoughts that try to break you only have the power you give them. When you stand firm, refuse to accept the lies, and fill your mind with truth, you become unstoppable. The battlefield of the mind may be intense, but you are not powerless. You are equipped to overcome and walk in victory. Identifying the signs of mental warfare. Mental warfare is subtle. It doesn't always announce itself loudly or show up in obvious ways. Instead, it creeps in quietly through persistent thoughts, nagging doubts, and heavy emotions that weigh you down over time. If you don't recognize these signs, you may begin to accept them as normal, when in reality they are clear indicators of a deeper battle for control over your mind. Identifying these signs is crucial because awareness is the first step to reclaiming your peace and taking back your mental and spiritual strength. One of the most common signs of mental warfare is persistent negative thoughts. These thoughts aren't fleeting or occasional. They linger and repeat themselves like a broken record. They may sound like you'll never be enough, things will never change, or why even try. At first, these thoughts might seem like harmless self-doubt, but over time, they chip away at your confidence, your hope, and your ability to move forward. The danger lies in their persistence. When negative thoughts are allowed to stay unchecked, they can take root in your mind and begin to shape how you see yourself and the world around you. Another powerful indicator is feelings of unworthiness. This often manifests as a deep sense that no matter what you do, it's never good enough. You may achieve success, but still feel like a fraud. You may be loved by others, but still feel unlovable inside. These feelings are not based on truth. They are weapons designed to make you doubt your value and purpose. When you constantly question whether you deserve happiness, love, or success, it becomes easy to sabotage yourself. You begin to settle for less because deep down, you don't believe you're worthy of more. This is not just an emotional struggle. It's a direct assault on your identity. Mental exhaustion is another sign that you're under spiritual attack. This isn't just being tired from a long day. It's a deeper, more profound weariness that drains your motivation and clouds your thinking. You might find yourself constantly overwhelmed, even by small tasks. Your mind feels cluttered, your emotions feel heavy, and no amount of rest seems to restore your energy. This kind of exhaustion is often the result of an ongoing inner battle, one where your mind is constantly bombarded by anxious thoughts, what-ifs, and worst-case scenarios. When your mental energy is depleted, it becomes harder to focus on truth and easier to believe lies. Another subtle sign is isolation and disconnection. When you're under mental attack, you may feel an urge to withdraw from the people who care about you. You might convince yourself that no one will understand what you're going through or that you're a burden to others. This isolation only deepens the struggle. Spiritual attacks thrive in silence and secrecy. When you pull away from community, you lose the encouragement and support that could help you fight back. Constant confusion and lack of clarity can also be a symptom of mental warfare. You may find yourself second-guessing decisions you used to make with confidence. You become trapped in a cycle of overthinking. Every choice feels heavy and no path forward feels clear. This confusion is not accidental. It is designed to paralyze you. When your mind is clouded, you lose your sense of direction and it becomes easier to give up on your goals and dreams. Finally, a loss of inner peace is one of the most telling signs. When your mind is under attack, peace feels distant and hard to grasp. Even in moments of calm, there's a background noise of worry, fear, or restlessness. You may experience sudden feelings of dread without explanation. This lack of peace disrupts your ability to be present, to enjoy life, and to rest in the assurance that you are safe and secure. Recognizing these signs is not about living in fear. It's about becoming aware so you can fight back. When you identify these mental and spiritual attacks, you can take steps to counter them. You don't have to be a victim of mental warfare. You have the power to confront these lies with truth, to replace negative thoughts with life-giving ones, and to reclaim the peace that belongs to you. Awareness is the first step to freedom, because once you see the battle for what it is, you are already on your way to victory. Guarding your mind with intention. Your mind is one of the most powerful and valuable assets you have. It shapes your perceptions, influences your decisions, and ultimately determines the course of your life. Because of this, it is constantly under attack. Destructive thoughts, negative influences, and toxic ideas are all fighting for space in your mind. If left unguarded, your mind becomes vulnerable to fear, doubt, confusion, and hopelessness. But here's the truth. You have the power to protect your mind. It starts with being intentional about what you allow in and choosing to feed your mind with truth, positivity, and wisdom. Think of your mind as a garden. Whatever you plant will grow, whether it's nourishing truth or destructive lies. If you allow negativity to take root, it will spread like weeds, choking out the positive and leaving you feeling overwhelmed. But if you deliberately plant seeds of hope, faith, and truth, you create a flourishing environment where peace and clarity can thrive. The question is, what are you allowing to grow in your mind? Being intentional about guarding your mind means paying close attention to the information you consume daily. Every conversation you engage in, every piece of media you watch, every book you read, these are all planting seeds in your mind. Are they uplifting and empowering you, or are they planting seeds of fear, anxiety, and doubt? You cannot expect to have a peaceful and focused mind if you constantly expose yourself to things that feed chaos and confusion. Filter the voices you listen to. Not every voice deserves a place in your mind. Social media, news outlets, and even personal relationships can become sources of mental and spiritual pollution if left unchecked. Ask yourself, is this voice building me up or tearing me down? Is it reinforcing truth or spreading lies? You have the authority to decide which voices you allow to shape your thoughts. Be discerning. Surround yourself with people and content that inspire growth, wisdom, and peace. 2. Feed your mind with truth. When your mind is under attack, truth is your greatest weapon. Destructive thoughts lose their power when confronted by truth. Make it a daily practice to fill your mind with positive affirmations, uplifting scriptures, and words of wisdom. Instead of allowing fear to dominate your thoughts, remind yourself of what is real and unchanging. For example, when your mind says, "You're not good enough," confront it with the truth. I am capable, strong, and worthy of every good thing. 3, protect your mental boundaries. Just as you wouldn't leave your front door open to strangers, you shouldn't leave your mind open to anything that wants to enter. Guarding your mind requires setting clear boundaries. What kinds of entertainment do you allow yourself to consume? What conversations are you willing to engage in? What thoughts will you permit to stay? Protecting your mental space means saying no to things that drain your energy and yes to things that nourish your soul. 4, practice mindful consumption. Be intentional about what you allow into your mental and emotional world. Choose content that uplifts and empowers you. Seek out books, podcasts, and media that encourage growth, resilience, and faith. Be mindful of how much time you spend absorbing negative news or mindless distractions. It's not just about avoiding negativity. It's about actively pursuing wisdom and truth. The more you intentionally consume positive content, the more resilient your mind becomes against spiritual attacks. 5, renew your mind daily. Mental and spiritual renewal isn't a one-time event. It's a daily process. Every day, your mind is exposed to new challenges and new battles. That's why it's crucial to renew your mind consistently. Set aside time each day to reflect, reset, and realign your thoughts. This could be through meditation, prayer, journaling, or simply sitting in silence. When you make mental renewal a daily habit, you strengthen your ability to reject destructive thoughts and embrace empowering truths. 6, surround yourself with positive influences. The people around you play a significant role in shaping your thoughts. When you're surrounded by negativity, it's easy for that negativity to seep into your mindset, and choose to build relationships with people who encourage you, speak life into you, and challenge you to grow. Positive influences remind you of the truth when you forget it. They help you see light when your mind is clouded with darkness. 7, take authority over your thoughts. One of the most powerful truths you can embrace is this: you are not a helpless victim of your thoughts. You have the authority to decide what stays and what goes. When a destructive thought enters your mind, you have the power to reject it. Don't allow it to take root. Replace it immediately with something life-giving. The more you exercise authority over your thoughts, the easier it becomes to maintain mental clarity and peace. 8, cultivate a mindset of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful shield against mental attacks. When you focus on what you're thankful for, it becomes harder for negativity to take hold. Make it a habit to regularly reflect on the good things in your life. Even in difficult seasons, there is always something to be grateful for. Gratitude shifts your perspective, grounds you in truth, and creates a mental environment where destructive thoughts cannot thrive. Guarding your mind with intention is not a passive process. It's an active and ongoing commitment. It means being aware of what's influencing you and choosing to protect your mental and spiritual space. When you feed your mind with truth, positivity, and wisdom, you create an inner fortress that no spiritual attack can easily penetrate. Remember, you are the gatekeeper of your mind. What you allow in will shape your reality, so guard it fiercely, nurture it wisely, and watch your life transform. The power of affirmation and declaration: your words have power, more power than you may realize. Every word you speak is like a seed planting thoughts and beliefs that shape your reality. When it comes to your mind, the words you declare over yourself can either reinforce the lies attacking you or build a fortress of truth that protects your peace. This is why affirmations and declarations are so vital. When you speak life over your mind, you take authority over your thoughts and shift the direction of your inner world. Mental attacks often begin with subtle, negative thoughts, whispers of fear, insecurity, and doubt. Left unchallenged, these thoughts can grow into strongholds that keep you bound. But here's the truth: you don't have to accept every thought that enters your mind. Just because a thought appears doesn't mean it has the right to stay. Affirmations and declarations give you the power to confront and evict destructive thoughts before they take root. Why are affirmations and declarations so powerful? They reprogram your mind. Your mind is like a computer. It runs on the programs you install. If you repeatedly hear and think negative things, your brain forms neural pathways that reinforce those beliefs. But the opposite is also true. When you speak positive, life-giving truths, you literally rewire your brain. Affirmations replace negative mental scripts with empowering ones, allowing you to break free from old patterns of fear and self-doubt. They shift your focus. Your words direct your attention. If you constantly declare defeat, you will focus on everything going wrong. But when you speak affirmations of strength and victory, your focus shifts toward possibilities, solutions, and hope. Whatever you focus on grows. So when you speak words of power and truth, you cultivate a mindset that is resilient and solution-oriented. They establish mental authority. When you declare affirmations, you are not passively accepting the thoughts that come your way. You are actively taking authority over your mind. Instead of letting random or destructive thoughts control you, you are choosing to control what you believe. Affirmations are a reminder that you have the final say over your thoughts. You are not a prisoner to fear or doubt. You are in charge. How to use affirmations and declarations effectively. Be intentional about what you declare. Your affirmation should be specific, positive, and rooted in truth. It's not enough to vaguely wish for better thoughts. You need to speak with intention and clarity. For example, if you struggle with fear, declare, "I am filled with courage and peace. Fear has no power over me." If you battle insecurity, say, "I am worthy, valuable, and capable of achieving my purpose." Speak them out loud. There is power in hearing your own voice declare truth. When you say affirmations aloud, they reinforce your beliefs more deeply than silent thoughts. Your words carry energy. When you speak them, you activate that energy in your mind and spirit. Be consistent. Affirmations are not a one-time fix. They require repetition. Just as negative thoughts often repeat themselves, you must consistently counter them with life-giving declarations. Set aside time every day to speak affirmations. Whether it's first thing in the morning, throughout the day, or before bed, consistency is key to transformation. Personalize your declarations. The most effective affirmations speak directly to your specific struggles and goals. Create affirmations that address the unique challenges you face. If you are dealing with mental exhaustion, declare, "My mind is clear, calm, and filled with peace. I am refreshed and renewed every day." If you feel stuck or powerless, say, "I have the power to change my life. I am strong, focused, and unstoppable." Your mind is the battlefield where the greatest spiritual attacks occur, but it is also the place where your greatest victories are won. Every day you face a choice. Allow negative fear-based thoughts to take control, or intentionally shape your mindset to align with truth, power, and victory. The thoughts you entertain will either strengthen you or weaken you. And the good news is that you have the power to choose. Victory does not happen by accident. It requires deliberate effort to guard your mind, reject lies, and speak truth over your life. When you take control of your thoughts, you reclaim your authority. You are no longer a victim of mental and spiritual attacks. You become a conqueror. This is not just about positive thinking. It's about developing a mindset rooted in truth, faith, and resilience that withstands even the fiercest battles. When spiritual attacks come in the form of fear, anxiety, and self-doubt, you must recognize them for what they are, attempts to rob you of your peace and purpose. But you are not defenseless. You can fight back by filling your mind with positive truths, speaking affirmations over yourself, and surrounding yourself with people and environments that nourish your spirit. By consistently renewing your mind and staying grounded in faith, you build a mental fortress that no attack can penetrate. Remember this, your thoughts shape your reality. What you believe about yourself, your purpose, and your future determines how you respond to life's challenges. When you cultivate a victorious mindset, you refuse to let fear define your choices. You see obstacles not as impossible barriers, but as opportunities to grow stronger. You become proactive rather than reactive, responding to every situation with wisdom, clarity, and confidence. The path to victory is not always easy. There will be moments when the pressure feels overwhelming and the negative voices grow louder. But even in those moments, you have the power to take back control. You do not have to live as a prisoner to your thoughts. By practicing daily disciplines, prayer, meditation, and affirmations, you train your mind to remain steadfast in the face of adversity. You remind yourself that no matter how intense the battle, you are equipped to overcome it. As you move forward, commit to protecting your mental space. Be intentional about the messages you consume and the beliefs you entertain. When a negative thought tries to take root, challenge it with truth. Speak life over yourself. Declare that you are strong, capable, and victorious. Each time you take authority over your mind, you weaken the power of spiritual attacks and reinforce the truth of who you really are. Victory truly begins with your mindset. When you believe that you have the power to overcome, you do. When you take charge of your thoughts, you take charge of your life. Stand firm, stay focused, and never forget you have everything you need to walk in complete victory no matter what comes against you.